Finding your range. Not too complicated, but kind of tricky if you're doing it by yourself. So today we're going to give you some tips to help you get there in order to improve your singing. Welcome to Rookie Genius, the channel that helps you pick up new skills as easily as you pick up a gallon of milk. This came from my wife. You're welcome. All right, Jessica, thank you so much for coming once again on our channel to talk about our third fundamental. Tell us again what it is.
Finding your range.
Finding your range.
We are going to go over two key elements of finding your range. First, I'll describe the different types of voices, and the second, we'll talk about warming up, and we'll talk about what that means later. But these are two elements of finding your range. So a range is how low you can sing to how high you can sing. And there's 4 different types of voices. For women, there's 2. The first is soprano, and they sing higher. The second is alto, and they sing a little bit lower. For men, there's 2 different types of voices. There's a tenor, which sings a little bit higher for a guy, and a bass, which sings lower. All right, so what we're going to do so that you can know what your range is, we're going to play different notes that identify roughly with each category of voice type. And for me, I'm a soprano. So what we're going to start with is a lower note, and that you'll feel it resonating here. So everyone put your hand on your chest and you'll feel that. This is a soprano. Ooh. And do you feel that resonance right here in your chest voice? And then as we go higher, you'll feel the resonance go up into your head. You'll feel it in your head, and that is called your head voice. And so a soprano's high note is typically an A. And so could you play that high A? Excellent. So you're gonna start on that ooh, ooh. I'm gonna sing that again because my voice is shot. Okay. And so this way you're able to find your range and how that sits comfortably. For an alto, this is what it will sound like. And the notes are a G below middle C and an E. All right, so now I'm gonna have Gabriel be my lovely assistant and sing the boy parts for me.
Before we get there, first of all, know that I'm not anywhere close to how good Jessica is, so don't expect the same woo. And I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. You give us some notes, a range for soprano, alto. Mm-hmm. Can someone be in between?
Absolutely.
Okay. So
Absolutely.
It's like the 4 main buckets, but if you are in between, you can shift from one voice to another.
Absolutely. And also this is just a general guide, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't sing higher than an A if you're a soprano. I sing a lot higher than an A, but this is just a general idea.
Okay,
to give you.
Fantastic. All right, my turn.
Okay, all right.
Ooh. And you can see I definitely went from my chest voice, ooh, vibrating to ooh. I can't feel anything here anymore. So it really went from here to there. So that's a tenor. So if you're very comfortable with your head voice, that's probably what you want to sing. All right, now bass. Ooh. All right, so not perfect, but it gives you an idea. So let's have Jessica come back, and I have several questions for you.
Great.
So now that I know my voice, I know my baritone, how does it help me? Like, how can I find out what song is good for me? Because I don't have perfect pitch. I can't just tell like, oh, this song is good enough. So like, if I'm hearing a song on the radio or whatever, what is the best way for me to just translate that into a good voice, or at least knowing that it's the right range?
Well, if you're singing along and it feels comfortable, then that's your range. You're usually singing within your range if it feels comfortable for you. However, if you start feeling tension in your voice and you feel like you're having to really reach for a high note or like really having to grab that low note, then you'll know it might be a little bit out of your range.
So again, I think we mentioned it before. It's not a scenario of no pain, no gain. It is absolutely like, if it hurts, stop it. Like
Absolutely.
It's not right. Okay, perfect.
Absolutely.
All right, the second question that I had is, now that I know roughly what I can or cannot sing, and I know how to find that, the whole video, the whole series is about improving your singing. So can we actually increase that range?
Absolutely. That translates perfectly into the second element.
That was not planned at all.
No, it wasn't. It worked great. And it's about warming up. And just like a runner before he sprints, he has to stretch. And that's stretching for the voice, is warming up and getting ready to hit higher notes and reaching those high skies.
Perfect.
The 2 warm-ups I want to teach you are very basic, and anyone can do this. And there are many warm-ups to choose from, but I thought these would help you the most. The first is a siren. And this sounds kind of funny, but what you do is you start from just kind of a low point in your voice, like ooh. Make sure you have that good breath, right? Or else you're not going to get very far. So let's try that again together. Ooh. And that's getting the voice ready to glide through those notes. And the second warm-up is simple oohs on a descending fifth. I know that sounds crazy, but let's play it for you. For the second exercise, I'm going to have Gabriel show you how it's done.
The reason I have to do it is because I can't really play the piano. So we'll have Jessica do the notes and I will do the exercise. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, I was the guinea pig for this. Definitely not the expert. So I'm so glad we did this exercise because I've heard about it before. Now, what is the goal? Like, should I increase it? First of all, not everyone has a piano. I know there are apps out there that will help you do that, so you don't need someone like Jessica next to you to do it or yourself. So, most of them are free, so go ahead and check them out. But is the goal now to really increase it to a point where you warm it up and then after you go higher and higher or lower and lower? Is that the goal of it?
Absolutely. And make sure when you're warming up in the beginning that you're not pushing your voice, as long as we're clear about that. And so on the fifth, when you go whoo, start at the top of your range, or what you consider to be the top of your range, and go down. And when you're feeling comfortable with that top, you can go up a half step and keep going up.
Okay. All right. Keep it safe again. Make sure your voice doesn't get strained. As always, I'm very interested to know when you can find out, when you know for sure that you have increased your range. I'm sure it's obvious, but is it as simple as knowing okay, I can actually do it?
Well, once you get those high notes or those low notes, once you feel like you have them, they'll feel effortless.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. So basically, we talked about finding a range. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's simply the same concept as knowing yourself before you can improve yourself. So knowing where to start is always the first step in any quest of improvement. And the second one is warming up your voice in order to reach a higher range of notes. Last question is it easier to increase your range upward or downward?
It depends on your voice type.
Okay, all right, it depends. So try both sides, see what works better for you. but make sure that you don't strain your voice and that you find the songs that really work for you. And that will actually bring us to the last video, which will be about
Performing.
Performing and emotion, which is basically what singing is all about. And so this will be our final video in our singing series. And so thank you so much for watching this video. Please let us know if you liked it and comment below if you have anything to either ask us or tell us. We want to hear it all. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. All right, have a great day.